All right, day 32, Louisville, Kentucky. Video log. All right, I think it's important that we remember what we're doing, and who we're doing this for, And I say that because that's kind of like my only inspiration to keep going here, standing tall and against all odds, continuing to press forward, And I can't sum up how amazing it's been meeting these people along the way, and then knowing that I'm walking for them. It brings it all full circle because it started November 9th, not knowing what we were gonna do. Push tax cuts, from NYC to DC, and now it's on a whole nother plateau, on a whole nother level here. It's something that we never expected. And I think it's good to realize that, because it's so easy to just go, this is all it's gonna be, and it's like I could look at it like that too, like this is all it's gonna be. This march is gonna be this, and it's gonna be just this, and I'm grateful that it hasn't been. So much more has opened up, so much more. The whole world has opened up. There's things that I've never done before. Sleeping in a field in Tennessee. It's these things start adding up. And the people that we meet, the stories that we hear, it keeps adding up. And we're standing tall for them. I really believe that we're standing tall for them, and I couldn't change this for anything. I wouldn't change this for anything, and one of the things that I want to talk about here is someone came up to us and said, I totally changed my mind about what I thought about occupiers after meeting you guys. Let me say that again. I totally changed my mind about occupiers after meeting you guys. That's a win. That's it. That's what we're doing. Changing people's minds, that's on their own. That's something that they have to figure out on their own. All we're going to do is present them a broader picture here. I think that's important. We're just painting a broader picture so people can understand that it's so much more than just what you see on TV, There's so many people out here that are like, wow, there's someone doing something again, And it's been tough. It really has. It hasn't always been, fun and games. This has been the longest stretch that we've ever done, It's been like about 13 days on the road. 14 days, including the layover day in Mumfordville, and it's like Mumfordville. And it's like, that's a long time to be on the road in between occupations, and you know what? There was a lot of growth in between that time as well. And I think it's important that we reassess and continue to reassess what we're doing here, and I'm happy, because that's probably the longest stretch we're ever going to do in this whole march. And we got it done, and we didn't kill anyone. So it's all downhill from here, I think, And, there was a guy who came up to us, and he was like, talking with us, and he was like, can't you feel it in your bones? And I was like, yeah, we can feel it in our bones. This is something that it's like shaking the ground, and it's like, it's earth shattering, and it's something that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world, and there's enthusiasm coming out because it's what I feel, it's what I can put my finger on. I can put my finger on this vein, and what it's saying is something's bubbling up to the surface. I can feel it in my bones, And I think it's also important that we're able to say no. Sometimes we take on a lot of things. I've done it plenty of times, but I'm also very well at saying. I've trained myself very well to say no. To be accountable and to be assertive, I have to say no. That's not what I want, or no, that's unacceptable. And I think that's one of the biggest things that's one of my biggest strengths, is the ability to say no. Because a lot of people burn out, a lot of people give up, a lot of people have quit because they couldn't say no. And everyone wants to do their best, and I love that. I love how everyone wants to do their best. At the same time, there comes a time when we have to let other people step up, step back, and other people can step up only when we let go, and it's beautiful to see that, it's beautiful to see people step up. At the same time, we need more people for that to happen as well. In concept, we need more people, and at the moment, we're still attracting people to this movement. So in its nascent stages here, I have to learn how to say no. Because I've seen it time and time again in recovery. I've seen it in counseling. I've seen it in every profession and everything. You know, when we can't say no, we lead to burnout. You know, and it's hard to come back from that. You know, and I protect myself from that by saying no, and also have a support group of my own. And I think that's important. Outside of the Occupy movement, I have a stable support group in which I can call. You know, and that's my safety net. You know, and I don't know what I'd probably quit if I didn't have that. So it's a special shout out to everyone that's, you know, been there for me when it got tough. You know, and standing up for myself. You know, that's how I stand up for myself. You know, if I want to stand up for other people, I got to stand up for myself. I stand up for myself by saying I need help. You know, and help is right around the corner. You know, it always is. Day 32, Louisville, Kentucky. I love you guys. Bye.
The night has gone by, but still I find the time to put that bomb off in your eye. Total chaos, but these playoffs thought we was